Hi guys, I'm Cora from Jumpsplits Juniors, and today I'll be teaching you the stretches and how to get back into crab and stand up. If you're new to dance and you don't know what a crab is, then here's an example. Before trying to attempt any of these stretches and start the video, you need to be fully warmed up. So the first stretch is cobra into child's pose. Make sure you push your hips down into the floor, and when you go back, put your chest right onto the floor. 3. Arch your back and push your shoulders back. 4. 5 more, guys. 6. When you go back, it should feel nice for your back. 8. 9. And our final one, 10. Now we'll be doing Mad Cat and Happy Cat. So go onto your knees and place your hands on the floor. Going to arch your back through, look forward and crunch your back up. 10 of these. 3. Look front and through your legs. 5 more, guys. 6. 7. 8. 9. And our final one, 10. Now we're going to lie on our back and do the bridge stretch. So bend your knees in. You're going to lift your back, leaving your shoulders and arms on the floor. 10 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7. Try and lift your hips right off the floor. 9. And our last one, 10. Now, if you can get into crab, then go any way into crab that you want. Now from crab, you're going to push and rock 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For this exercise, you will need something like a chair, a ball, or a ball to put your arms on. So I'm going to be using a ball today. So you're going to go straight onto your knees, place your hands on the top of whatever you're using, and try and put your head on the floor for 10 seconds. Try and aim for your head and chest to go onto the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For this exercise, you will be needing a wall or a certain space near a wall. To use your core to get up and down the wall, you will be going back down the wall, walking down, and then you will push your chest as far into the wall. And then you will try to walk up the wall, so then that will use your core muscle to strengthen it. So let's go 10 times. 1. Sometimes I make funny noises on this, so sorry about that. 2. 3. 4. 5. going now. 9. Oh. And our final one. 10. Well done. These exercises are finished now. They will really help to get back into crab and back up. Now until next week, see you on Jumpsplits Juniors. Bye! Hello, I'm going to give you my top 3 tips on how to go back into a crab and get back up. Tip number 1, make sure you're fully warmed up. This way you won't have any injuries, and once you have injuries, you'll struggle next time. So make sure you're warmed up. Tip number 2, keep your legs close together and your arms close to your legs. That will give you the bounce to get back up easier. And tip number 3, my final tip, is to make sure when you go back you come straight back up. Don't wait, because then you'll lose your bounce and won't be able to get back up as easily.
Here are our tips for back bend. Tip 1, you need to make sure you keep your arms next to your ears, keep looking at your hands, and then you can support yourself as you fall back.
Tip 2, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart so you can keep your balance.
Tip 3, you need to make sure if you get any pain in your back, then you stretch forward as well to even it out.
Tip 4, if you're struggling to pull yourself up, rock yourself back and forth so you can get the right momentum.
And tip 5, you need to have confidence in yourself. If you believe you can do it and put a lot of hard work into it, then you will be able to do it. Bye!
My tip for falling back into crab is to make sure that you keep your core tight so that you don't lose control whilst falling back.
And my tip for falling back into a crab and getting up again is to be confident in yourself. Once you've done all these brilliant exercises and practice them over and over again, your body will be ready. All you have to do is tell your mind it is too. Imagine yourself falling back into a crab, getting up again. Believe in yourself and you will succeed. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Isabel, and these are a few tips for doing a back bend. Tip number 1, the first and most important thing you should do before attempting a back bend is to stretch. If you rush into your back bend without stretching, it can lead to injuring your back, wrists or ankle. Tip number 2, before you can do a back bend, you should be able to do a bridge from sitting on the floor. Hold this for at least 10 seconds. This is to get used to the position that you'll be in a back bend.
Hi, I'm Abby. These are my tips for going back into a crab. You should start with your feet shoulder width apart, not too far apart or too close together, otherwise you'll lose your balance. Tip number 2, keep your arms locked and keep them by your ears. Then you can look up at your hands as you fall back into a crab so you can see where you are going. Tip number 3, if you aren't confident with going back into a crab, you can start by walking your hands down the wall and back up again. And tip number 4, don't give up, even if you want to, keep practicing. Bye!
Hi, I'm Faith, and these are my 3 tips on how to go back in the crab. Tip number 1, always warm up before doing any physical activities. Tip number 2, this tip helped me. If you're not confident going straight back in the crab, you could always use the wall as a support by bending back and putting your hands on the wall and walking to the floor and walking back up again. Tip number 3, if you are not 100% confident in going back in the crab on your own, you could always get a friend to put their hand behind your back to help you get up and down. Good luck. Bye!
My name's Sadie, and here are my tips on how to go into a crab and get back up. So number 1, make sure you are as stretched and warmed up as possible because you don't want to result in any injury. This will make you not be able to practice as much as possible to make this move perfect. Number 2, make sure your arms are as straight and locked in position above your head. Watch your hands as you go back, and this will make sure you can see where you're going. Number 3, confidence is key. Achievers are dreamers who never give up. If you believe in yourself, then you are going to be able to do it quicker than if you doubt yourself in the first place. And number 4, if you're struggling with this move, then try first going on your knees and going back into a bridge on your knees.
Let's do this. So a tip that I discovered whilst learning to go back into a crab was going to a wall and putting my hand behind myself like that and gradually getting lower and lower further down the wall. I would hold it where it hurt for about 10 seconds,
then stand back up, and then go back down for more. I found that this really helped me, and before I knew it, I could go back into a crab and come back up. But when you have mastered going down into a crab, I found that if you had your hands close to your feet, then it would help boost you back up to stand up for one. So, good luck!